A survey of 23 retirees was taken. Among other things, the retirees were asked to report the age at which they retired. Here are those 23 ages in years: 31, 45, 48, 48, 52, 53, 57, 59, 61, 61, 62, 64, 66, 68, 68, 69, 69, 69, 73, 74, 74, 75, 76. We have a histogram provided that summarizes the data in a visual format for us, and we need to answer a few questions. For these data, which measures of central tendency take more than one value? Choose all that apply. The measures of central tendency are mean, median, and mode. Mean is always unique for any data set. Same stands for median. The only option or possibility to have more than one value would be mode. If some values occur more often than others, and they occur the same number of times more often than others. So we need to investigate by looking at the data. Luckily for us, data is already arranged in order from least to greatest. And as I'm looking through this data, I see there are a couple of 48s, a couple of 61s, 2 68s, 3 69s, 2 74s. So all other elements of data are unique. So we have a repeats of 2 48s, 2 61s, 2 69s, no, actually 3 69, 2 68s, 2 74th, and 3 69s. So it is clear that there is one mode because 69 occurs 3 times, which is more often than any other element in the data set. So in this case, my answer will be none of these measures repeat more than once or have more than one value. I'm going to say none. In part B, we asked the following. Suppose that the measurement 31, which is the smallest measurement in the data set, were replaced by 24. Which measures of central tendency would be affected by the change? Choose all that apply. In other words, what we're asked is this: what would happen if we took 31 and replaced it by 24? Would mean change? Of course, mean would be impacted because to find the mean, you add all quantities and then divide by how many you got. Obviously, adding 24 to the rest of the data elements instead of 31 will make an impact. So we can say for sure that mean will be impacted. Median. Let's find out what happens with median. First of all, we need to find what it is. There are 23 elements in this data set, which is an odd number. So there is one number in the middle that is a median. Let's count which one it is. So we have 23 total elements, which means 11 on one side, 11 on another of the median will give me 22 remaining elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the number in the middle seems to be 64. Let's confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the other side. So 64 is my median. Let me identify that. Median is 64 right here in the center. It would not be impacted by the change if 31 is replaced by 24 because 64 still would be in the middle. So I'm not going to choose median. How about mode? Well, we already decided that mode is 69 because it occurs 3 times compared to all the rest of the elements. Replacing 31 by 24 doesn't change anything in this case as well. So mean is the only one impacted by this change. Part C. Suppose that, starting with the original data set, the smallest measurement were removed. Which measures of central tendency would be changed from those of the original data set? Choose all that apply. All right, so what's going on this time? This time, 31 is not replaced by 24. It's completely gone, so it's not there anymore. And I have only 22 ages to consider. My sample size has changed. This will have a lot of impact on mean and probably median. So let's talk about one at a time. So will mean change if instead of adding 23 ages and dividing by 23, we added 22 numbers and divided by 22? Of course it will be impacted. So yes, my mean will be impacted definitely. 64 used to be median. It was the central number right there in the middle of the data set originally. Now it's no longer in the middle because we lost one element on the left hand side, the smallest one. I currently have 22 elements, and now my median will have to be, so let's see, I'm gonna use blue ink. My median has to be now the average of the two numbers in the middle, and average of 64 and 66 happens to be now 65. So my median now has changed from the original one, and therefore median is also impacted. My mode doesn't change because removing 31 from the set doesn't impact the fact that 69 occurs 3 times, which is more often than any other element in the set. So mode will not be changed. Mean and median would be the only two measures of central tendency that are impacted by removing 31 from the set. Final part, part D. Which of the following best describes the distribution of the original data? Choose only one. As you can see, the histogram gives me a curve or shape that is skewed to the left because it tapers off on the left side. We call this negatively skewed. So my choice is the first option, negatively skewed.